Famous Jameis, is this the year that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers make a huge leap and shock the NFL? That's what we're going to talk about today. Brennan Albert is here. I'm Adrian Petcu. We'll see how the video quality is. My laptop's broken. It's currently in the Mac shop, so I'm using a 15-year-old Dell right now.
Hey, you got to make use of what you got, So I'm excited to talk about the Bucs, though. Certainly a team on the rise.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I'll tell you what. I wanted to put this team in the playoffs. I really, really did. I tried, and I got 9-7. It's a really, really difficult slate. I really like the Bucs, though. I really like them, but I haven't fallen up just short of a playoff spot. What do you think?
I actually have a 9-7 as well, and the reason I haven't moved the playoffs because I have been losing teams down the stretch to the Falcons. That the Falcons getting to the outside spot.
Yeah.
But I have a hard time thinking that the Vikings won't get the other wild.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so let's talk about Jameis Winston a little bit. So I know this is a conversation we've had before between Winston, Derek Carr, Marcus Mariota. So the question I have for you is, how good is he? How good can he be? And where would you rank him among the three?
I think I have Winston as my best. So Carr is my number one. Mariota three. Now, for me, when I'm looking at these guys, there's no doubt that Carr is unbelievable for all of these guys. I think Winston has a very, very high ceiling. I think him and Carr's ceiling are the same. I think Mariota's is a little lower than that. I just love the way that Winston is able to control the game completely and have key drives down the stretch. I just have more faith in it. Yeah.
All right, by the way, my sound quality is absolutely atrocious, so it's very tough to hear what you're saying, unfortunately. But we'll kind of go. All right, so my thing, we both know you like Derek Carr. I like Derek Carr. He's the one out of the three. I actually like Mariota over Winston, but that's just me. I think that Mariota is the prototypical quarterback for what the league is going in, what the future is. The being able to stay in the pocket and also being able to throw on the move and keep your eyes downfield, not just be a scrambling quarterback. So this is something that like Aaron Rodgers has kind of started, because you used to either be a pocket quarterback or a guy that could scramble. Well, Aaron Rodgers kind of changed that. And then Andrew Luck came along, and now we're seeing even more of it. And that's what Mariota does. Winston is more obviously your prototypical pocket passer and obviously not afraid to be a gunslinger. And I'll tell you what, he certainly got the weapon. So I'll give him that. Mariota, I would take slightly ahead of Winston, but, I mean, come on, apples and oranges here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's really today probably 30 teams in the NFL that would basically say
Yeah. Let's get into the wideouts. Mike Evans, Vincent Jackson, Deshaun Jackson. Is that the best trio in the NFL?
If not, it's very close to the best. I think when you add in over Howard to that mix, and you add in Vincent to that mix, then I think the answer is yes. But it's a really darn good mix.
Yeah, I think I had them ranked, I think, like second in terms of the wide receiver. Because I put tight ends included. I actually had Pittsburgh, I believe, number one. But obviously Tampa Bay is right up there. Mike Evans led the league last year, 175 receptions, 175 targets. So obviously really relied upon there in Tampa Bay, and he and Winston have really built that cohesion already. Mike Evans is a star, absolute star.
Oh, he's big time. Yeah, I mean, realistically, Mike Evans is, to me, I think he's one of the best in the NFL. I think he's top 5 guy.
Yeah, I think I have him at 6. But
see, I would take him over an AJ Green, and I know a lot of people wouldn't. I think that's where he's at right now.
You take him over Hopkins?
I would.
Actually, you know what? I do have him at number 5. So I have it's Julio, Antonio Brown, Odell Beckham, AJ Green, Mike Evans. That's my top 5.
Okay, I'd have him at 4 then, because I would have him over AJ Green. And I'd probably have Jordan Nelson at 5.
Now, do you have him above Green because of the injuries or skill set?
No, I think the injuries certainly do play a factor in it. You know, I can't lie about that. But I think, honestly, we have seen the best of AJ Green, and I think Mike Evans is still improving. So that's why I have Mike Evans over.
Yeah. And obviously the tight ends as well. I mean, for them to get O.J. Howard when they did, absolute steal. You already had Cameron Brate. Cameron Brate's a very underrated tight end, and you add O.J. Howard to the mix, and he's just as good of a blocker as he's going to be as a receiver. So that's going to help out the running game, going to help out the line, because the offensive line isn't exactly the best in the league. So O.J. Howard, man, that helps out tremendously.
Honestly, O.J. Howard draft pick is the definition of best player available. He was there, take him, no questions asked.
Absolutely, because Cameron Brate, he's underrated. He's actually pretty good. He's coming off a really, really good season, and for them to take O.J. Howard in that spot, that's best player available. So let's go position by position. Let's get into the running back. So Doug Martin, the muscle hamster. Who is the real Doug Martin? Is he the one that had that outstanding rookie season, or is he the one that's been inconsistent? I mean, was it last year he had a good year, or was it the year before? I don't remember, but he's just been inconsistent.
He has been. He's facing a 3-game season this year too. So that's certainly not easy for anyone who expects success. I think for Martin, I don't think he's ever going to be that 1,200-yard guy. I think he's probably going to be a 900-yard and probably another 30 to 40 receptions. I think it's realistic, probably closer to 30 than 40. But he's definitely a starting running back in the NFL. And then you add in the depth they have there. Sims and then Jacquizz Rodgers, who's kind of refounded his career since he got to Tampa. They have a nice little depth situation there too.
Yeah, and and the receivers are obviously going to help the running game. They were 24th in the league last year in rushing football. But I mean, Deshaun Jackson, that takes the top off the defense now, so that just opens up everything, I think. And this is going to be a really, really good offense. I don't know how the run blocking may not be great, but it's going to be a great offense.
Yeah, I agree. And in the South Division there, everyone else has a Super Bowl level quarterback on the roster in the entire division. Everyone else, I mean, you have all three of those quarterbacks who are in the division have won MVPs. Like, that's unbelievable to say about. So you have to be able to go point for point with them. So that's why it's really tough in the South. But I really like what they've done in their offense. They've done a great job of surrounding Winston with guys who can score from all over the field.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's get into the offensive line. Just where is it? Is it any good?
No, it's actually a pretty bad offensive line, honestly. It's one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL. It's not. I wouldn't say it's as bad as like a Seahawks situation, but it's still a pretty darn bad offensive line. Now, they had Ali Marpet, who was playing right guard for them last year. He was a Division III draft pick, so I love that. You guys really
I love him. He's really good.
He was a Division III guard, and they've announced that he's going to move to center. Okay, so that's great. So now you have a solidified center there and an up-and-coming guy. Great. But the rest of the offensive line is bad. I mean, they brought in a Sweeney there when they signed him, and it's like, okay, great, we signed him. Realistically, he wasn't a very good guard, in general. It just was a situation. Honestly, if the Bucs would have had a different draft class, we would have drafted an offensive lineman in the first round. But as we know, the offensive line was a very bad draft class this year, and O.J. Howard's on the board, so of course you take him. But yeah, the Bucs offensive line not great. I don't think this is a stretch to say, but if we don't see the depth of the rest of the offensive line in the next year or so, we can realistically be looking at what's going to happen to Andrew Luck. Because how he's getting banged around, and all the weapons around him, he's just getting destroyed.
Yeah, and this is and Winston is the guy that works great off play action, and they're going to want to run a lot of that intermediate to deep stuff with the receivers that they have. So you're going to have to protect Winston for those routes to develop. So that's a great point that you make.
It's one of those things. The weapons there. I mean, it's an unbelievable talented weapon crew. But at the end of the day, this is the NFL. It's not 7-on-7 football.
Yeah.
So if you can't block for them, nothing else matters. And as tough as guys like Mariota and Rivers are, eventually, at some point in time, the body does break down. And, look, if you're going to be in a division where you have guys like Vic Beasley and you have front four like the Panthers, they're going to get after you, man. And you got to be able to protect your $1 million quarterback.
Yeah. Donovan Smith, DeMar Dotson is just not cutting it. So, I mean, Smith obviously entering his second year, so we'll see if he can progress. But we'll see. The tackles definitely need to be addressed next offseason. So there you go. All right, moving on to the defensive line. Well, this is actually a really good unit, led by Gerald McCoy.
Well, anytime you have an all-pro in the defensive line, you can kind of figure out the other three guys. So that's kind of a nice situation the Bucs have there. So Gerald McCoy comes in, one of the best interior defensive tackles in the fourth. We talked about him at a ton of other shows. Bring in Chris Baker from the Redskins, another nice run stopper there inside at the tackle. And then you look at the edge positions, and they have Golston. They brought in a really nice contract. And then they have Noah Spence as a guy who's still kind of growing into his own role.
I like Robert Ayers. I think he's a guy that's extremely versatile for them. That's going to be extremely versatile for them. He was great for the Giants a couple seasons. It took him like 4 to 5 years. It was like the Brandon Graham situation. He struggled in Denver, and then he finally picked it up, and now we're seeing Robert Ayers is one of the better defensive ends in the league.
It was one of the radar signs that was very nice because when you look at it, most of last year only had sacks. And that's kind of a down. They look at Noah Spence from the other side, 5.5. Now, Ayers plays more of that weak side, same thing as Spence, while Golston's a little more strong side. But either way, they brought him in a really team-friendly deal, and bringing him in there, adding depth, that's nice because realistically, hey, whenever DN is lining up next to McCoy, he's going to get one-on-one looks. So I thought that was a really, really nice signing there for the Bucs.
Yeah, and then even Chris Baker too, man. We hate him in Philly. We hate him in Philly because he went after what was it? God, what happened a couple years ago? It started at Donnybrook in Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field. It might have been he went after the quarterback, I believe. I don't remember now, but Jason Peters had his back, and it started a melee. Started Donnybrook. It was outstanding. But let's get linebackers now. Okay, so this is a really really underrated pair of linebackers you got in Tampa Bay. I'm going to let you talk about them because you're the expert.
Sorry about that. I had my second as I was talking. So, yeah, linebackers. They got two really athletic linebackers. Quan Alexander and Levante David. David's the guy that more people know of. He's certainly probably closer to the household name. But Alexander's another solid linebacker. He was one of those guys that I thought he probably should have been a Pro Bowler last year. Got left just off. A little bit of a Pro Bowl snub, but both of these guys are capable of being, anywhere from 80 to 110 level tacklers, and that's just really rare. So they have two guys, and the thing I love about them, both of those guys are super athletic, super speedy, super good in coverage. So you have a lot of versatility there. The other outside linebacker spot there in Tampa has been a bit of a revolving door, but you know what? If two of the three of them are potential Pro Bowl level players, you're okay.
Yeah, I agree. I have David as the top-ranked outside linebacker in the league.
I think that's fair. I think he's very much in that mix.
Yeah, I have David, Sean Lee, KJ Wright, Burfict, and then Pelvin Smith. Yeah, we've gone out through that before. All right. Secondary situation. Vernon Hargreaves. Kind of coming off an up and down season. What do you expect in year 2? Do you like him?
Well, here's the thing about rookie corners, okay? Rookie corners typically struggle heavily in the NFL. Same thing with tight ends. Those traditionally are the two positions that struggle the most. And I'm going to explain why really quick. Corners typically struggle the most because when they come into college, they're not used to seeing the full route tree. So a lot of times you get corners who are maybe playing against a lot of teams who are spread. They're used to knowing that, the number one receiver is only going to run 5 routes. so they struggle a little more because they're not as versed to it. They're also not used to the NFL speed. You know, I mean, they're used to their own speed. They're used to college speed, and all of a sudden, now you get Deshaun Jackson running up against you. Now you get Brandon Cooks. Now you get Ted Ginn. And now all of a sudden, you're like, oh, dude, this is a whole new level of speed.
Yeah.
So that's a big reason that they're going to struggle. Now, on tight ends, on the other hand, the reason that tight ends traditionally struggle, tight end is the only offensive position that truly needs to worry about a full blocking scheme and full route tree. Running backs, they don't really need to do all that. Obviously, receivers, tight ends, they have both. Don't necessarily expect O.J. Howard to have this monster rookie year. It's very, very difficult for rookies to have successful years. Hunter Henry had a very successful rookie year, yes, in San Diego, but realistically, if you look at his numbers, he just found the end zone a lot. Now, that said, that's obviously been successful, sure. But if he's only getting 30 receptions and one of every 4 of those receptions are touchdowns, it doesn't mean necessarily he's having a good year. He got open in the right time. And I think that's probably what we're going to see from O.J. Howard this year. Now, long way still, back to the first grade. He was the most targeted corner in the NFL last year. The most targeted corner in the NFL. So obviously he's going to struggle more. So I think the upside for them is still good. There's nothing for me to be concerned about. Now, when you look at the opposite side here, we got one of Philadelphia's own, Brent Grimes, Shippensburg alum, 34 years old, and he's still a starter in the league. He had an outstanding year last year, but realistically, he's on his last legs. So the corner situation, not awesome.
I think it's scary, man. I mean, I liked Hargraves coming out of Florida, so I think he might be okay. But a 34-year-old corner, we'll see. I mean, Terrence Newman is 38; he's still doing it. So what the fuck am I talking about? But yeah, I think that is concerning. And the rest of the corners, you got Robert McLean, Ryan Smith. I mean, these guys aren't household names. And then your safeties, Chris Conte. I don't know how is he still starting the NFL? That's insane. And then Keith Tandy's their other guy. Chris
Conte, I think Chris Conte might be the worst starting safety in the NFL.
He always gets a starting job.
And the reason I say that is, you know, I'm a defensive backs coach. So I coach DBs. I'm a former DB myself. But every single tackle Chris Conte makes, he absorbs the hit and rolls back. He never moves forward on any hit. There's never a hit where it's tackle for no gain or tackle for a loss. Every single tackle, the receiver or the running back gives no. So it frustrates the heck out of me. So he's just a center field thing. Okay, fine. Well, they went out and drafted Justin Evans from Texas A&M. He was one of those guys that a lot of people said, ooh, keep an eye out for him. He's very, very athletic. He's someone who played corner, he played safety, so he's going to be the future free safety there. Now, Keith Tandy had a really good year. He had his career best. He had 58 tackles last year and 4 interceptions. That was a career best for him. So that's the good news at strong safety. And, you know, insert coach rhetoric here, iron sharpens iron, right, Adrian? And they signed J.J. Wilcox. So they signed another strong safety here. So the safety situation, I think there is promise on the up and up, but I don't think there's going to be a solution right away this year. I think realistically you can expect these guys to be Pro Bowlers, but we're moving in the right direction.
The solution might be by like week 8, week 9, week 10. Maybe, you know, Evans kind of supplants Conte and huge starter. So maybe that's what will happen.
Yeah, that's very realistic expectation.
Yeah. All right, let's get into hot seat, overrated, underrated, all that good stuff. So who is on the hot seat in Tampa?
It's got to be Doug Martin. Doug Martin is in a contract year, so you know, another 3-game suspension here. They've obviously shown they can be somewhat successful running the ball with realistically veteran backups into Chris Rogers and then obviously Sims. So Martin's my hot seat guy, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I don't think I need to get into that. So who's underrated on the Bucs?
Adam Humphries. I'm a big fan of it.
I like that name. I like that name.
Yeah, and all right, so here, I'm going to talk about the principle. I had the opportunity to work at a facility where I was training NFL players. I got to train DeAndre Hopkins. Okay, now this is when DeAndre was coming out of the draft, and DeAndre told me 2 things. One, he really, really, really believed that he was the best receiver in that draft. He ended up getting drafted in the middle of the round, and sure enough, he was the best receiver in that draft class. The other thing he told me that every receiver at Clemson runs under a 4.6, and then he looked at me and said, even our white guys like Adam Humphries. And he does. I'm a big Adam Humphries fan. I think he's a very good slot receiver. Now, the problem is he's on a contract year, and the Bucs just drafted Chris Godwin, who Adrian, both you said this is going to be a sleeper. But realistically, we have 4 good receivers there in Tampa. Humphries could be expendable for the Bucs, but I think he's still underrated.
I agree. They have a couple underrated guys. I mean, you can kind of go down the list. Ali Marpet is underrated. Charles Sims, a backup running back that gets them a lot of receptions, is underrated. Quan Alexander, nobody even knows who the fuck he is. So that's like 4 right there. You're stuck in Tampa Bay. You're going to have players that nobody knows, and that's what's going on.
You're 100% right, Adrian. It's a small market. You're going to have guys who are unknown. I'm actually going to circle this one. I have a gut feeling. I have nothing to base this on. But Doug Martin or Chris Sims might get traded this year. If Jeremy McNichol can draft out of Boise State, then all reports that he struggles to pick up the playbook.
Yeah.
But if he does pick up the playbook, that means they have 4 running backs. Most NFL teams don't have running backs. So Sims and Martin now become competitive. Well, if Martin's on a contract year, Tampa's smart thing for them to do was, hey, let's trade him out of town, get a late round draft pick, and let's make someone else pay for him.
Yeah. Is anyone overrated on the Bucs? Yeah.
No, I think everyone's overrated.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think we normally do the overrated part. It's fantasy player. That's what it is. That's the third one. Go ahead. That's your cup of tea.
This is a tough one.
Adam Humphries.
You say this, and I say this because he's going to get drafted. Winston will get drafted high. Jackson will get drafted high. Brate will get drafted pretty low. I'm going to say if you're someone who's in a draft, and let's say you strike out and you don't get the top couple tight ends, and you go ahead and draft Cameron Brate, it's not the end of the world if your second tight end you want to draft is O.J. Howard too. I think that's a smart thing to do to kind of think about running backs all the time, have those handcuff players. I think that's a fair thing to do because I don't think O.J. Howard's going to win the starting job in the first couple of weeks, but down the stretch he might. And I'll also say the same thing about the Chargers. So I think that might be a little fantasy advice here, but I don't think there's really any sleepers here per se.
Yeah. That's a good one. I like that. All right, so we'll end this now. That's Brennan Albert. I'm Adrian Fedke. Hopefully the quality turned out all right. Like I said, I mean, this really sucks. My laptop is currently at a Mac shop, and it stinks because I normally do the highlight videos for the game, so I'm not going to be able to do that for you guys. So I'm trying to think of another way that I can provide you some access to Thursday night's game. Maybe I'll just live stream the entire game, and I'll just give my thoughts. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but it's a shame. Whatever. What are you going to do? That's Brennan Albert. I'm Adrian Fedke, using a 15-year-old Dell. Peace.
Appreciate it.